White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said Sunday that the United States has started talks with Tehran over the return of at least 5 American hostages whom Iran is holding. In an interview on CBS News' Face the Nation show, Sullivan said that it was a significant priority of President Joe Biden's administration to get the Americans safely back home, and that it was a complete and utter outrage that they were being held. Sullivan said the United States will not accept the long-term proposition where they continue to hold Americans in an unjust and unlawful manner. He called the situation a humanitarian catastrophe. Iran is holding dozens of dual nationals, including the 5 Americans, mostly on espionage charges. Even with the hostage discussions, Sullivan said no talks have begun with Tehran about the United States rejoining the 2015 international pact to restrain Iran's nuclear development program, which Iranian officials maintain is for peaceful purposes and not the development of nuclear weapons. Sullivan said Iran has not yet responded to overtures to renew nuclear talks. Earlier Sunday, however, Iran said the United States will not be able to rejoin the nuclear pact before it lifts economic sanctions against Tehran. Washington says Tehran must first return to compliance with the 2015 accord and cut the level of its uranium enrichment. Thousands of demonstrators staged demonstrations across Myanmar again on Sunday, a day after 2 people were killed when police and security forces used live and rubber bullets, tear gas, water cannon, and slingshots against those protesting the military's February 1 coup. Early on Sunday, police arrested a famous actor, Lu Min, who'd taken part in protests in Yangon. Nigeria's Air Force said one of its planes crashed just outside Abuja Airport after reporting engine failure on Sunday, killing all 7 people on board. The plane was on its way to the city of Minna, 110 kilometers northwest of the capital, when it reported engine failure. The chief of the Air Force has ordered an investigation. President Muhammadu Buhari, in a statement, said he was deeply saddened by the fatal crash and sent his condolences to the Air Force and to the families of the victims. Officials are investigating the cause of the crash. Millions of Texans are still without safe water on Sunday as officials fielded angry complaints over shockingly large power bills spawned by a cold weather crisis. The mayor of Houston, Sylvester Turner, said Sunday that the crisis was largely preventable, as has long been clear that the state's electric grid was vulnerable to extreme weather conditions. The frigid air mass that paralyzed parts of the southern and central United States early in the week claimed more than 70 lives, left millions temporarily without power, and froze water lines. Turner said Houston, the 4th largest U.S. city, was making progress in restoring service despite a lack of repair supplies and enough people to do the work. Both Houston and nearby Galveston on Sunday lifted orders for residents to boil drinking water, but some 28,000 households remain without electricity, and many Texans are suffering an added insult: residential electric bills sometimes running into the thousands of dollars. President Joe Biden's nominee for Attorney General says the Justice Department must ensure laws are fairly and faithfully enforced and that the rights of all Americans are protected. Judge Merrick Garland, who's set to appear Monday before the Senate Judiciary Committee, is expected to tell senators that the Attorney General must act as a lawyer for the people of the United States and not for the president. The Justice Department released a copy of Garland's opening statement late Saturday. In his prepared remarks, Garland, a federal appeals court judge who was a candidate for a seat on the Supreme Court in 2016, laid out his plan to prioritize the department's civil rights work after the nationwide protests last year over the deaths of Black Americans by police. He highlighted a key mission for the division to protect the rights of all Americans, and particularly the most vulnerable. If confirmed, Garland would inherit a Justice Department that endured a tumultuous time under President Donald Trump and criticism from Democrats over what they saw as the politicizing of the nation's top law enforcement agency.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.